Hey there, everybody. I hope you are having a sweet Tuesday. I got a couple new journals to go in the shop today, y'all. We've got Stars and Stripes, and we've got Waverly Blue. I hope that you guys will enjoy these fabrics. This one's brand new. This is something that, you know, we talk about our favorites, our favorite fabrics, and that is definitely one of our big favorites. This, again, is a new fabric. I'm calling it Stars and Stripes. It's not your typical red, white, and blue. It's got purple and green and blue and yellow and red. It's a very fun kind of journal. It's got kind of a whimsy feel to it. I'll show you this sweet bead strand. Because of the multicolors that we were working with on the cover, we really did a multicolor bead strand, you know, and did have to incorporate one of our golden star beads in there as well. I got those beads at the Dollar Tree, and I have never ever seen them since then. I should have bought, you know how it is at the Dollar Tree. If you find something, there's a good chance it won't ever be there again. That's kind of part of the fun of going, is finding those little treasures along the way. So we start out in this journal with a chippy that says, "Find what you seek." I repurposed some greeting cards that I think Cheryl sent me these. The greeting cards were wonderful, and she sent me a giant batch of them, so I was able to share with Mom. I put a few aside for personal use and then incorporated the rest into Flow Journal. So thank you, ma'am. That was awesome. If you guys ever want to get rid of a big stash of stuff, just send it my way, because I promise you I'll find ways to use it. We have a 3x3 mini book here. We have an art trading card for you, an art trading coin, a wonderful little piece that says "Find joy in the ordinary," along with, now I just called these a little tablet, and it's got sweet little border strips in it. But don't you love the turtle brad that we got going on here? I just thought that that was super keen. Thanks, Miss Cheryl, for sending those along. We really do appreciate it. So let's do a flip through and see what we have here. We have our vintage sewing magazine that we kind of love so much. Some 60s advertising. I love this story about Daniel and the Lion's Den. I bought children's books, nonfiction children's books from Book Bundler, and there was one about lions, and it was just I love those books, you guys. Bookbundler.com, and you can order them if you are not going. They just opened my library back, but if you're, you know, if you're still hunkered down and you're not going to the library, then, or to the thrift stores or to Goodwill or whatever, it's a great way to get some super neat books, you guys, and be able to support Book Bundler. Man, they've just got it going on. Sometimes they'll do buy one get one free. They always have like a 20% off code. I got 10 nonfiction children's books for 20 bucks. And that was shipping included. You really cannot go wrong with it. The same color should appear in the picture continually here and there. In this way, the whole will form a harmony. Now, this is a quote from John Whistler, and this is one of his pieces right here. Again, from an artist and impressionist book, a children's book. You know, there's something so sweet about kids' books, because you really get like this awesome sense of, just an awesome sense of the power of learning and how children learn, or how they learned before we kind of did the tablet thing and before everything was online. It was always such a joy to, and I don't know if you guys had this experience or not, I always enjoyed going to the library when I was a young girl. My mom didn't take me to the library. We just went to the library because it was kind of in our we would ride our bikes up there, or we would walk up there. My friend Ellen and I we did a lot of walking. We were very fond of walking when we were teenagers, and we would go to the library, or we would go downtown and do a little shopping. We just had a marvelous time, and it was during a time where you didn't have to worry so much about the safety of your children, and it was just a good time to grow up. It really was. I wish I would have realized what a treasure it was growing up in that environment before now, because I think I would have treasured it more. I would have treasured those walks to town. I would have treasured those unexpected ice cream cones. I would have treasured those unexpected hot dog roasts, just the way that we lived back then. This is a sweet little piece that says, "A dream is a wish." And because I love the library so much, I took my children to the library. Every week we would go to the library and get new books, and we would read them and enjoy them so much. And now my boys are big readers. I really love that. This is our fall, y'all, creative cluster. We talk about the creative clusters being in these books, but we also have curated pages for you to work with. This is a really good example. This is 1, 2, 3 elements that truly do match, that they're curated. It's the blues go together. It looks like this lady is sitting down to have tea, so I thought that the tea time little piece really did work well there. Again, you can see what all you have to work with. Y'all, this is a Beetlejuice large gourd mix. Look at those crazy gourds. I love it when we start getting gourds at the farm. They are so much fun to look at. And oh my gosh, they're so ugly and bumpy and cool looking. It's just really neat. You have that juxtaposition of these bumpy gourd kind of things, and then the beauty of a pumpkin, and how our pumpkins are different sizes and different colors. It's just such a pleasure I'm not such a fall person, but it's really nice to be able to go down and witness what nature does, just the growing of nature. This was a fun little book. It was a little riddle book. What is smaller than an insect's mouth? What the insect eats. It was a cute little riddle book, and I put a vintage book. This was a vintage book called 5 Brothers. I've pointed out this kitty cat before. It's a family of 5 brothers. There's no mom, there's no dad. But the kitty always is well dressed with a bow around his neck. I just think it's really cute. And your journal prompt says, "Life is made up of little moments." Isn't that funny? Because we were just talking about the little moments that made up a childhood, and your favorite childhood memories and what you love to do. I like I said, I did a lot of greeting card harvest, and this is one of the images that I harvested. It's a monkey, and she's got curlers in her hair and bunny slippers on her feet. And to me, the whatever comes next was really just it just said it all about today, how we're living day to day, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen. And just being able to my sister and I were talking about that yesterday. You're just like going day by day, because you really don't know what the next one's going to bring. You're trying to plan, or you're trying to look forward, and it's like, just one day at a time. But honestly, that's all we're really promised, isn't it? One day at a time. There's a beautiful song called "Consider Now the Lily," and it was from the musical Godspell. And it says, consider now the lily that grows upon the field. Such eloquent perfection has seldom been revealed. Tomorrow cannot harm her while she is in her prime. The secret of her beauty is one day at a time. Isn't that nice? This is a little item that says cherish, and we've got vintage vellum right here for you. Man, that vellum was really pretty. So let's look at these elements. We've got this beautiful chippy that says cherish. We've got this beautiful eggshell vellum here. We've got another piece of cardstock here, along with this cardstock here, along with a nice 4x6 substrate for you to create upon. It's those kinds of things that really do encourage you to create, and encourage you to create very quickly with these kinds of journals. We've got some stamps here, an art trading card. The stamps have kind of a grayish kind of look, and I thought that they really did match very nicely with this 3x6 piece. Guys, anytime you see a 3x6 cardstock piece, you can make a mini book out of it. A mini book is a 3x6 piece of cardstock. You fold it in half and then fill it with 2 3/4 by 5 3/4 paper, you know, whatever kind of paper you want. And just do a really simple stab binding. I do have videos about how to do a really simple stab binding. They really do make nice inclusions in Happy Mail. You can use them for a gift, you know, and decorate them. I like the way this little page came together because we do have some super duper pancakes down here, and the ticket just kind of fell in there. I think it was a color scheme I was looking at, because we've got this this kind of rustic red going on with the tickets, and then we've got a strawberry napkin, so you can collage with that. Isn't that pretty? That just kind of all went together really, really nicely. What ant lives in a house? An occupant. An occupant, get it? I love that book. It's so funny. Another curated page for you. If you kind of look at these items together, you'll see the colors coming through. I think this is a painting by Monet. Vintage food photography. I love it. I think it's so cool. Got lion ephemera here. Vintage dictionary. I love this. Don't you guys like that? Black feathers. Very, even though this is from a children's furniture catalog, it kind of has like that dark-ish aspect to it. Again, this is from a children's catalog. Look at those beautiful black and gray flowers. Very pretty. I have a fishy that says family. This is a great little page here. You've got a chippy that says family, along with that whimsical fish, make a wish upon a starfish. And you've got beach imagery here, along with a fish bookmark right here. So lots of fun right there. More beachy kind of ephemera here. More beachy ephemera. This is the construction of farm buildings. If you just want to take this page out and read about the construction of farm buildings, it's very interesting. This is a beautiful piece that you could cut out and put on a paper doll. A bean is a vegetable. I think this was a book called How the Garden Grows. It was an old golden book. I dig this because this is a little dress that is made of maps. And then you've got this piece here to play with as well. It says friendship. And this sweet little baby on the back that says be amazed. The pattern paper goes really nicely with this image here. Lots of fun to figure out. You know, and if you want to look at these as puzzle books, then that's kind of it, you guys. It's just a puzzle to figure out. You have no picture of the puzzle. It's up to you to put it all together. Ah, Joan Jett. I love rock and roll, so put another dime in the jukebox, baby. One of the nicest people I've ever met. She was, man, she was very, very nice. Very, very accommodating, very appreciative of the staff around her. Very nice lady. We have some salvage script on vellum. Love that vellum. A garden can be vegetables. Most vegetables are grown from seed. We did not have a good garden. I just went out and did pick some hot peppers to trade to the neighbors for tomatoes. And she said that her tomatoes are pretty much playing out. And I was like, yep, it's about that time. She said, but she did can a whole lot of tomatoes. And I have been the recipient of those canned tomatoes, and they are awesome. This is our little creative cluster called Pretty. And we've got a sweet little chippy that says you can do anything, as well as another beautiful piece of vellum. And I do see, like, sticking out here, we've got a bookmark for you to create a pun. Love yourself first. Man, that's a hard one. I love this, I can't wear those, they rub my bunions. They've taken these like classic vintage photographs and put a speech bubble and then something funny in the speech bubble. 1960s advertising. These are hot dogs and cream corn with cheese on them. That does not sound good, but okay, we'll just go with that. When is an elegant lady like a slice of bread? When she's toasted. I like these two colors together, y'all. The sleek Margay is very striking in appearance with beautifully marked fur and large eyes. Man, Margays live in the tropical forests of Central and South America. They're beautiful. Another vocabulary list here, a little bit of a tropical feel right here, and then I put you another piece right here to play with as well. Kind of digging the whole learning from home vibe that I'm seeing now. I like the desk, I like the chairs. I am in awe, you guys, of all of you who are educating your children at home. Kudos, y'all. Upon this earth is your chippy, and it is paired with a map image right here. A little bit of space, because I love the whole space theme. Stars change as they grow older, and eventually they die, but only after many billions of years. Going back to educating your kids at home, I'm really in awe of you guys. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for, that's a big extra effort. I got this from my vet, and I thought it was so cute. We took Nia down for her usual visit. We got a little smudgy cat fabric for you, as well as a cat image for you to color. A little cluster that all goes together. The key to a city. Love these botanical prints. Aren't they beautiful? You could clip out every single one and use them for art trading cards. Clocks and old books and watches. More of my greeting card harvest. This is a Sumatran tiger. Yeah, that does not look good, you guys. Not a fan of cream corn anyway. Cream corn and hot dogs. Oh, no. And this is your creative cluster called Grand's House. Just the fun things that you would see at your granny's house. All right, friends, we are finished with Stars and Stripes. Let's take a look at Waverly. When I put the fabric on this book, I got a glue mark here. Now, you have to kind of tilt it to see it. But it, you know, there is, it's like I told you guys, you just kind of never know what's going to happen between glue and cardboard. You just never know. So sometimes you might get a little mark right here, and this one has a little mark right here. I bought these floral beads at Michael's. My sister gave me a Michael's gift certificate. Yay! So I bought us a whole bunch of stuff to play with, and those were one of the things that I bought. And man, oh man, I'm going to have to go back and get more of those beads. They're beautiful, and it seems like the colors just really pop with the colors that I'm using right now. You guys, this is a stacked collage piece, and I'm going to show you how to do this. I hope to get that video recorded sometime this week. This says unexpected, and I thought that was a nice way to start this journal, because we are kind of in an unexpected place at the moment. We've got your 3x3 mini book, Thoughts That Whisper to My Heart. I like this fabric with the arrows and the feathers on it. I thought that was really cool. 3x3 mini book can be used as a mini journal. It can be used as a glue book. You can do all kinds of things with it. This is our Singer sewing book that was sent by Miss Rosanna. Miss Rosanna, we miss you and we hope you're okay. Beautiful artwork. And this is a Renoir. Look at that. You know, it looks so much like a stylized photograph. It's remarkable. Beautiful, isn't it? And this is about his painful last years. Could not cure his arthritis. By 1912, Renoir's arms and legs were crippled, and he was confined to a wheelchair. Nonetheless, he continued to paint right up to his death, pausing only briefly when Aline, his wife, died in 1915. He also took up sculpture, with 2 assistants acting as his hands, since his own were too crippled. Wow. That's determination. We've got a vocabulary list along with 2 kitty cats for you to color. And we've got some dog imagery here. You know, we think about our pets. This was a really cute card. You know, another harvested item. Vintage sheet music. This is a picture of the space shuttle. 60s advertising. I love the whole thing here. You know, this woman in her beautiful day dress, and she's watching baseball on the TV, which was a new phenomenon with her husband. Another little grouping right here of colors that go together, colors that go together. Again, colors that go together. This whole grouping right here, you know, you could just pull it out and just work with this. While he was gone was a chippy that just dropped in with this doggy. It's been April the 20th was a year since we lost our Mr. Kronk, and it's just still so raw and jagged, and that I just can't even talk about it. This is one of my stamp pieces that I thought you guys would appreciate, these smaller images that you could use to do art trading cards or art trading coins. Remember, we also made the point that you could use this entire book as Happy Mail fodder. You know, if you've got an active Happy Mail community, then, you know, you're always kind of wondering what to send, and this is a great way to send original kind of Happy Mail to your friends and family. Today is full of possibilities. That's such a nice cluster, you guys. We've got a chippy, we've got fabric. This is fun because this is clippings of kale from a garden catalog. There's a map imagery under here, and there is a word list that talks about autumn. This is our pretty creative cluster. Lots of collage items in here. This is vellum. Look at that vellum piece. Beautiful. It has a chippy that says Your Tender Heart. Earl Grey tea. Jump rope. I think we've got any time that we see an alphabet, then we think about the Neville Goddard instructions, affirmations. I am able, I am awesome, I am aware. Anytime you see an alphabet letter, it's a call to do some affirmations. I cut these from greeting cards, and I just love them. I think they're funny little fishies. What's the proper diet for a dancer? A few capers. Those are jokes I can appreciate. This is another type of stacked cluster. I'll show you guys how to do these. This one says Another Day. House. Miss Vicky sent these, and I don't have any more. This is the Monster Dance from Sunday Eve, January the 2nd, 1916. I love these because they have lyrics on the back that encouraged people to sing together. You know, a group singing. Wow. We don't do that anymore. I listen to Canterbury Cathedral in the morning, and Dean Robert will often talk about, what a joyful day it will be when people can get together and sing hymns and sing again. We are not singing now. We've got salvage script for you. Like I said a while ago, I like these two colors together. Very rich. Satisfying. A little bit of planner ephemera here for you. Paint chips along with a golden butterfly. Tea leaves and fall breeze, and we used to think about fall, and we used to think about family reunions and what you might bring to a family reunion, and this would be a perfect thing to bring to a family reunion. But again, not doing that. It says love. I'm digging the blue pumpkins. We don't have blue pumpkins. That's definitely like a stylized thing. The astronomer's tool, and we have I'm gonna have to cut out some more of these stars because I don't have any more, and I've just been using this as a pattern and flipping it over and cutting these out on glitter paper. But we can see a meteor shower and a telescope right here. This is such a pretty little cluster. And then on the back it says I dream of stars that glitter, and there's Pluto right there. This is Grand's house, and you have lots of things in these pockets to play with as well, y'all. Celebrity. Chris and I, for some reason or another, which is not like us, have been watching. I thought these turned out really good, you guys. I had Quaker Oats, and these turned out really well. Got the Quaker guy right there. Watching not Hell's Kitchen, but Master Chef. Is that what it is? Very interesting. They made macaroons last week, which it kind of made me want to figure out how to make macaroons, but that was about a 5-minute, oh, I'd like to do that. And then it was like, nope, don't want to do that. This is a piece of advertising from a magazine. I love the teddy bear, and he's tethered, of course, to his surfboard because he is visualizing the dream. More of this gorgeous vellum. Royal Crown Cola. Remember RC Cola, y'all? Cherish. Maybe you're going to cherish some travel memories. I'm reading Island of the Mad, and it is a Mary Russell and Sherlock Holmes book. And part of it takes place in Venice. And it's like, wow, you know, I'm so glad I got to go somewhere before the thing. I am so appreciative of being able to travel and actually see Venice, which is enchanting. It's nothing less than enchanting, guys. I have, let's just kind of pop this off here. So we have this cluster to play with. We have fishies. We have collage items for you to work with. There's a fabric item under here. Why are soldiers and dentists alike? They both have to drill. There you go. Look at that. It just makes me want to go to sleep. Make It Happen is your chippy. Photo. Thought that went really well. I was really fortunate to get to eat in Macon, Georgia, where the Allman Brothers always ate. It's Mama Louise's kitchen. I think it's called the M&M Diner. Man, oh man, that was some of the best food that I've ever eaten in my entire life. And of course, Mama Louise was, man, oh man, she's legendary among touring bands because it's a place you can go. She makes positive sure your tea is full, that you've gotten everything you want to eat. It was a great pleasure to actually meet her and get to talk to her. This scripture from the Bible went along with Lebanon here. Thought that went really cool together. Another stacked collage piece. Beautiful bed. Don't forget, when you run across items like this from Greeting Card Harvest, you can always use these words, guys. You can cut these words apart and use them in your art, you know, in art trading cards, art trading coins, whatever you want to do. What bell never rings? A dumbbell. This is a sweet envelope here. Really cool piece. I do not know who sent that along. And then this is our fall, y'all. Creative cluster. And there we go, my friends. I will have these books in the shop a little later on today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this new moon, black moon, right before black moon. Black moon comes tomorrow, and a black moon refers to an additional new moon that appears in a month or in a season. And tomorrow we will probably talk about some new moon affirmations that we can maybe use our mini books for. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I will talk to you soon. Take care of yourself.